I agree with you, Flying. Actually, it's funny. Engines that are torquier, I remember they're not good for racing, but they are good for like regular everyday driving. I do actually agree with that. I used to have that Chevy Luzmina, as you guys know, and it was a very torquey engine up to 3,000 RPM, and then it just died. But for driving around town, it felt very peppy on the freeway and stuff. When you tried to race, though, it was horrible. But so you have to wait a bit for your uncle again to get the key. Okay, but I've got the van key, but I have to get another key for that. All right. Is that because you want to make me like Irish coffee? Correct. Yes, you don't get fined. If you fill the van, did you fill the van with diesel? If you did, the uncle will sell the Gifu and the van. Wait, he'll sell it like he'll get rid of it for good? What do you mean, Dash? Can you expound on that a little bit? Because I'm like, wait, what? Is there any side effects to like pounding coffee? What's up, TK? How's it going? All right. So that is done. Is my wife still awake? Are you still awake, honey? Of course she is. What kind of silly question is that? Fuel mixture gauge. So how do you do those missions then? Are they just gone? Oh, if you fill it with not diesel, but if you fill it with the tractor fuel. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because you should be able to fill it with diesel, but because I was going to say, how do you actually fill it up if you can't fill it up with diesel? I don't know. They gave you a turbo badge. It's just to put on the car. It's not turbo, but I do have the improved header. What do you call the valve cover or whatever? Second degree burn on the top of your head. What the heck did you do? Okay, so don't do fuel oil. Okay, because they're not allowed to do that. I thought the fuel oil could be used. I guess it is only for tractors, isn't it? We don't have fuel oil here in the U.S., really. I'm sure we do, but it's not like at a pump. I mean, you'd have to like process it yourself. And I used to know a guy that he owned a Chevy Love, and it was a diesel pickup truck that he had converted to burn vegetable oil. So, okay. So we got some shiz we got to put on the bottom of the car. This is quickly going together. Like I said, I don't think we're going to have the whole car done tonight because I do need to quit around 11 o'clock. I got some stuff I got to do before I go to bed. That's a good point. Who pees on their own trailer? I don't know. I just did. Because I'm weird. Okay. This guy is going to go up. Actually, this guy goes up first, but this thing always falls off. It always falls off. I lose it all the time. I don't even know why we bother bolting it on because it will not stay on. I can guarantee it. Where did our little toolkit go? I don't remember what I did with it. Did I put it in the car? Yeah. So they actually do have separate off-road diesel, huh? I've never seen that before. Of course, I don't really get diesel ever, so I guess that would be something I just don't run into. But I don't think I've ever seen a red pump before. What kind of station do they sell it at? Is it like a specialized station long hauler, or is it like anywhere that sells diesel? Is there a bolt on this side? No. Ooh, TK. Ow. I've done that before. Wood gas, huh? Yeah, I've done that. I've actually done that before with meow. I've done that before with my mom and I rented a convertible when I was a teenager. We went out west, landed in Las Vegas, and then drove to all the national parks in the area, like Bryce Canyon and Bridges and Arches National Park, pretty much everything in Utah. What was the other one? Not Bryce and what's the other one that's by Bryce Canyon? I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, we went out west and did a grand tour in a, what kind of car was it? I think it was a Pontiac Sunbird convertible. It was the same thing as the Chevy Cavalier convertible, but like the Pontiac version. So was it the Sunfire? Was that what that was called? Anyway, we had a lot of fun. It was a great trip. The first 2 days I was out there, we had the roof down, big, hot, warm, sunny, beautiful weather. And I literally burnt the living daylights out of my ears. My ears had these huge, like, welts, or like, what do you call them? Like blisters on the top of my ear. Oh, man, it was so bad. Zion, thank you. Cool. Interesting, Grab Life. And maybe that's more of a rural thing. All right, have a good night, Deshank. Be safe. So anyway, yeah, it was I was burnt. I was man. Oh, there you go, TK. Yeah, that'll. So you've the perfect recipe for disaster. First time out with a bald head and sizzle. Yeah. So anyway, I burnt the shiz out of my head and my neck and my ears, and I ended up. I bought a hat that back in the day they had those hats that had like the desert, like baseball caps with like desert flaps on them. Like all the way around, kind of like Dusty wears in the movie Twister. Like this just horrible fashion statement, but practical. And I got one of those and wore that for a couple days. Who else is obsessed with potatoes and trains, huh? Interesting. It's an interesting combo. Yeast, beer. I'm not even hungry, so I guess I'm good. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys, go to bed. We are missing a gauge. It's a decide what gauge you want to put here gauge. They've given us this clock, which is cool. It's obviously not running. Eventually we'll need to get a tack. We need to be gentle with our car also. Till we get that better radiator. If I actually get this thing running. We'll start with this one. And work our way up. Are there two of those? Looks like the answer is yes. Okay. Dang it, we have to... Man. Okay, looking good. We're ready to enter this thing in a rally on Saturday. So we got the Gomer Cobra tires. Did they think it was? What did they think it was? Did they think it was Trump? I don't know if you. What happens? You probably can't steer. I would imagine that's at least the worst that would happen. Is that a screw that needs to be? Oh no, those are already screwed down. Okay, looking good. I'm trying to put my tool away. Instead, I'm ducking. What's this? Clutch lining. I have no idea what the freak I do with that, but I think it goes in here. Yeah, and we need to get our 7mm. How is that tight already? But it is. But that's not. So this is attached here. Those are already tightened down. That makes me a little nervous. Why are those tight already? How? I need to really get my face down in there. I think this goes here. Oh, it's a good thing I looked there, though. That's not tight. Tight. Nothing's gonna. Well, famous last words, right? Nothing. I don't think anything will fall down. Yeah, but see, those are tightened too. The clutch reservoir is tightened. That's the clutch reservoir here. The one I can't see unless I go through the thing. Those are the brakes. That's the clutch. And that goes here. And where... Thank you for the follow, by the way, Dragon. Those go into the wall. So we should do it. I'm doing well, Dragon Plays. Thank you for asking. So what do you guys think? I think that's all set, right? The only thing we don't have is the electrics. I need to get my face down in here. Well, there's always this, that, and the other. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that on there. Right here. And there should be a bolt. Just going to guess grab. Oh, look at me. Okay, so we're done. And looks really nice. Looks like a car. I don't really care about the radio. Do we have to put the radio in? We probably should, but I don't really care about the radio. Arthur the Crane Chapman, longest neck in the world. I'm going to pop that in there. So if I leave it, if I don't tighten that in, will it like pop out while I'm driving? Would that be like a funny moment? Looks like there's no bolts to bolt in here, so we should be all set. Okay. It's looking like a car, doesn't it? I'm excited. That looks like a car now. We've come a long way, guys. It's looking. It's got wheels. It's got a steering wheel, gas pedal, brake, clutch. That can go out in the garbage. We do need to once again order the better radiator. I'll have to remember to do that. So our pea green. We're gonna cook this steering wheel. Whoop, or we're gonna throw it. Plunk. All right, so I think this is looking good, and I like that steering wheel a lot better than the original steering wheel that it came with. So, a little fancy. The long shifters. Yeah, long throw. All right. Well, that leaves one thing. Wiring mess. Okay, well, we might as well get... We've got 10 minutes left before I have to go. We might as well get started. My guy's not going to sleep tonight. I drank too much coffee. So where do we start? I don't even know how to use it. I'll just toss it down in the bay, and it disappeared. Good, problem solved. No wiring needed. Where did it go? I think God is trying to tell us something. Arthur, if you do this wrong, you're a dead man. Now what? What did I do? Did I drop it again? I did. I'm not getting this. Do I need to press F? How does this work? Right? Is that how that goes? Well, I haven't plugged the battery in, and that's not going to happen tonight, so I'm not going to die. I'm still going to survive for a little bit longer. F. Fuse the box. Does it do it like any way that you want, or does it do like how it's supposed to do it? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of. I did not. You can put You actually can put some performance parts on the car, though. Was that the only headlight connector was there? So I'm not seeing a connector for that headlight, so that must connect both of them. Nope. Is that connected already? Nope. Okay, there we go. That's the front lights connector. Oh, lordy. It's like your stream, you can do what you want. Famous last really bad idea words. Where does the alternator plug into? I saw the alternator. I didn't. Oh, is it wired? No. Where's the alternator? So guys, do you know, does anyone know, where does the alternator go? Alternator plugs into, not those. Are those full? Those are full. Let's take a look inside. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I've actually never done this before. Maybe I did it once and people helped me do it. I don't remember. How does the alternator hook up? Does the alternator hook directly to the battery? Oh God, I'm going to die. What does the fuse box look like? Okay, that's the fuse box. What does that say? Oh, God. Ignition switch. Okay, that hooked to something. That's... I don't know how to do that though, Seekey. I don't even know what it needs. Like I think I have to hook up everything because I don't alternator. So I got a check mark again for the alternator. The alternator has to hook up to no, the fuse box. It didn't hook. What does the alternator do we hook the radio harness up to the alternator? Oh god. Oh man. Sorry guys, this part's a little bit above me right now. Okay, those are all hooked in, so that's good. The gauges, all right. So because you can see the wires, like once they connect, you can see them. Does anybody know what the alternator connects to? Does it connect to the starter? Distributor? Boink. Everyone's drawing a blank. It doesn't go to the air filter. I know that. And it can't go right to the battery. I mean, would it go to the ignition? Fuse box? There's something there. You can kind of see it. All right, there's a something here. And there's no wire. Right, there's multiple connections. Right, that's the tough part. I've dropped the wire somewhere. That's why it's not working anymore. This happens to me a lot. Well, I don't know. Where did the wiring mess go? Oh, is that it? That's it. Okay, so let's try this again. We're going to peek our head in the dashboard. And we're going to get our connections in there. And then we're going to call it a night. I need to get... Light switch. Okay, so I got those two wired up. That's good. Well, looks like it's all plugged up. Thank you for the follow. Wipers. Do we have to? We don't have to. Those. That does not have a check-a-box. So, oh, you actually electrically hook up the choke? It says yeah. There's that. So we got that. So choke. Hazards are set up. Radio. Wait. Radio. Tuner. Got that. Okay. So. All right. So those are all set. So what you basically do is touch the wire to stuff and see if it gets a check mark. And then it'll attach. Some of it's automatic. Some of it you have to run both ends. The lights in the back definitely have a connector. But I'm too close to the harness. Stop it. I pressed the wrong button. I'm in the roof of the garage. Stop it. Okay, listen. Retrieve your wiring. There we go. Now very gently touch that with the wire. Touch the wire to it. Oh, for frig's sake. All right. And where does that go to? Oh, I probably have to have those lights plugged in for that to connect. So, let's go. I don't think these screw in. I think they just hold on. But do those have connectors? Yeah, they probably do. So we need to attach these. See what happens. And I think they're just pop-in lights, which is weird that we could connect the front headlights without having the lights in, but these, not so much. I've never rage. Well, I have rage quit. That's not true. Oops. Have a little fist bump action there. Okay. And I had a... There we go. And we're going to touch that again. Touch me. It's hard to get to that one because it's in an awkward spot. And you have to touch the wire freaking to it. And my microphone cable is over my keyboard, so it's making me crazy. Okay. Try this again. Back up. Back up. Aha. F. F. Cool. Anything else? Fuel tank. Wiring harness. Okay, we got action. Not words. Oh, my wife's watched Best in So. Are you done? Is it over already? Like you watched it that? We've only been streaming for an hour. Did you like it, honey? I told her about it tonight. I was like, you need to watch Best in Show. There we go. Okay, I think this is it. Nope. Okay, the regulator we hooked up. That's all hooked up now. But it does not hook to the alternator. That's bizarre. Well, I'll figure that out next week. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this stream. My guy's ready for bed. He probably won't get much sleep tonight, but he's going to get some. We're going to take a quick shower. Oh, it's only an hour and a half long. Oh, interesting. I've only been on for an hour and 28 minutes. I'm glad. Did you enjoy it, though, honey? It's pretty funny, isn't it? You said he's about to die. I can feel it. So the alternator hooks directly to the battery? That sounds really scary, but I do believe you. Oh, I didn't get all the way done. Don't go yet. Why, Moo? My wife's saying I'm not allowed to quit yet. Why, honey? I need to work on recordings now because it's getting late. I might just make toasted cheese for myself tonight. That was a great idea earlier, guys, actually. Somebody, I forget who it was, said make toasted cheese, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. Like, I was going to make stir fry, but, man. Toasted cheese does sound yummy. And it's so late. Because what? Because she likes the game? No, she doesn't. Trust me, she does not. I've tried to get her to like this game. She does not like this game. Yes, I will charge the battery. No, there's too much to do, hon. There's a lot to go to it still. Maybe. I'll look again. I guess we could finish the wiring. Do you guys want to finish the wiring? Should I do it? Is there going to be like a chant? Like, do it, do it, do it. All right, we can finish the wiring. Whatever. We'll finish the wiring. It won't take that much longer. Basically, what you do is you take a piece of bread and you put butter on it. And then you take another piece of bread and you put butter on it. And you take one of those... You put one of those... like the cheese that you put on a hamburger. What do you call that? Like Kraft cheese. All right, we're gonna do it. All right. We'll finish that tonight. We'll see if the car will start. If the battery might be dead. I haven't put the battery on the charger. We'll throw it on there for a minute, but I don't. It's probably dead. And then you just grill it. You put it on a either in a frying pan, or you grill it on a griddle and make toasted cheese. It's like a little cheese sandwich. It's real easy, delicious.